Mark chapter 6, verses 45 to 47. Immediately he made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, to Bethsaida, while he sent the multitude away. And when he had sent them away, he departed to the mountain to pray. Now when evening came, the boat was in the middle of the sea, and he was alone on the land. Do you think the disciples wanted to leave that place after witnessing such a miracle? They'd just seen Jesus feed more than 5,000 men, not counting all the women and children who were there. The crowd also knew that Jesus had performed the miracle, even though they didn't know exactly how. They had waited a long time for the Messiah. Do you think they wanted to let Jesus go after such an awe-inspiring experience? Definitely not. In fact, they tried to make him king by force. Even the disciples wanted to be part of the action. Jesus sent the over-eager disciples to the other side of the lake. Then he also dismissed the excited crowd. When he was finally alone, he went up to a mountain to pray. His prayer didn't stop after 5 or 10 minutes. We can assume that he prayed for about 10 hours. When we consider the fact that he met his disciples the following morning at around 4 or 5 a.m. How long do I spend in prayer? Jesus had urgent things to talk about with his Father. That's why he dismissed both the crowd and the disciples. What do you think he prayed about? There were no doubt many items on his list, but one important request was the power to overcome the temptation aroused by his popularity. As we know, Jesus had a propensity to sin. From the beginning of his public ministry, he deliberately took every step that led him to the cross. But not one of those steps were easy for him. Satan would have tempted him to accept the homage of the excited crowd and allow them to crown him as their king. Popularity makes people arrogant, and arrogance makes people corrupt. When a person is wrapped up in admiring himself, he has a false impression of his own importance and begins to build Nebuchadnezzar's golden statue in his heart. That's why Proverbs warns us. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. We should often kneel in prayer and ask for humility. This is even truer for those who have many talents. Jesus showed us the basic of Christianity: to be humble, not to fail into temptation, to accomplish your mission, to keep your identity. And all these depend on long conversations with our Heavenly Father.